In this video, I am designing a robotic grasshopper that also doubles as an alien spaceship. Hello fellow artists and art lovers, I'm Matt from Matt Jail Art and More. Some of you might remember a video I did a while back creating a replica of an alien spaceship from my original story, The Mysterious Oddballs. Well, I still like this design for this spaceship quite a bit. I have decided to redesign the ship to look more like a bug, as the aliens in my story have a bug motif to them and their technology. The bug I decided to use as a base for this new design is a grasshopper, and the spaceship will now be called the Spacehopper. I start by gathering a few images of grasshoppers for reference, as well as an image of the previous ship to remind myself of elements I want to keep in the new model. I then went to Blender and modeled a few basic shapes, and began linking them all together, making sure to keep the shape of a grasshopper in mind, as well as some of the spaceship details I want to include along the way. For the legs, I used long bolts on the side of the body to create circles and linked them together, modeling the top of the leg. I then extruded geometry from another circle to create the foot. I put a slot in the middle section of each leg, and then used the holes and slots to create a perfectly sized middle section. I also decided to model a thruster on the bottom of the feet. After the first leg was done, I duplicated the pieces and resized them to create the other legs. The wings were created using the bolts on the top of the model for geometry to create the holes. I then extruded out a wing shape. I then copied this and resized it to the other wings. The Spacehopper has two ways to get in and out: a hatch on top and a ramp on the bottom. I used a cylinder to help create the hole for the hatch, and then used this hole to create the cover. I then rearranged loop cuts on the bottom and added more as needed to create a place to put the ramp on the bottom of the model, and then cut out a hole. I used this hole to create the ramp. Like most bug, grasshoppers have mandibles, and I want to include this element on the ship. I created an area in the front of the ship to house these appendages, and modeled two simple mandibles. I also thought this would be a cool place to hide the ship's cannon. Use a cylinder to create the cannon. Now, when the mandible is open, the ship can fire its laser. It was then finally time to rig the Spacehopper. I created my skeleton for the Spacehopper from scratch, adding bones as necessary and making sure each moving part had a bone. For the texture, I wanted to use the same color palette as the old design: green, gray, and purple. I made the ship mostly green this time instead of gray, as green is the color of grasshoppers. Here's the final Spacehopper design. I am very happy with the new design for my alien spaceship. I think it turned out great. Here's a goofy skit I made of the ship in action. Close out the video. Here's the new version of Spacehopper paired with a 3D model of the old design. Let me know which version you prefer in the comment section. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Bye!